Why the fuck do I even care for? I'm still the one you once cherished. Memories are all we have, 'cause all the photos have perished. Wake up at 6 and I'm off with the pills, 'cause they take away my pain. I can. It's weird. I can see a light, but I can't see a person. Oh, it's my mum. Mumsy. Love you, Mumsy. Oi, Matthew Aiken. What's going on, legend? Can't see the shit straight. You live right here with the demons won't wait. Oi, Mark P. What's going on, Pato? Corey G. What's going on, legend? Anthony Dowes, what's going on? Oh, Mumsy, love ya. Commodores, MPA, Aussie boy, Daniel Flitton, Shady Rons, TJ and Soul, JD Floats. JD, I'm gonna call you tomorrow, brother. Just cruising along nicely. Nice. Stevens. Wallow, Westy. Alright. What's going on, legends? Fucked up, put down, still down for another round of track. But I'm already underground. Haircut, Biff. Yep. Nah, so I actually didn't get a haircut. I had my ears lowered. It's a new thing that they're doing at the Australian Institute of Hair Loss. Nah, I had a haircut done. Thank you very much. I think it looks alright. Don't go away. I'm too high to see your face. Have you seen the Jacks yet? Alright. So I guess we'll just nip this question in the butt right off the bat. It rips me apart, yeah, makes me cry in the dark. Alright, so no, I haven't. So we have organised through my lawyer to go there. I will be going there tomorrow. Well, I hope. So anyway, I kind of said to the police when I first spoke to them myself that, give me until next Thursday, as I had planned this whole week to do content. I was going to be out of state at times and things like that. So they've given me until Thursday anyway. But yeah, look, yeah, if it doesn't happen tomorrow, it has to happen on Thursday. So, but yeah, I'm actually. So the reason it hasn't happened yet is that I'm just waiting on advice from my legal representation, and yeah, then we'll just take it head on, I suppose. There's nothing else I can do about it. It's gonna happen. I can't run from it. I'm not that person anymore. I was that person in the past, and it used to be a very big part of my soul that would honestly, I used to think, because half the time I'd be getting chased by the cops for things that I didn't even do. So I was like, well, I'm really going to make you mofos work for it, But obviously turned a new leaf a very long time ago, and yeah, I can't think like that anymore. And yeah, I definitely just categorically, I am not saying that is, I'm just saying that is what I used to would have done. But yeah, I'm just hitting this thing head on. That's all I can do. I mean, like I said in my last video, is, if something happens, is that, they're kind of going to sneak over me on it. They've assured my lawyer that nothing else is going to happen other than a trespass charge. Now, I am still suspect as sus as that detectives are dealing with it, specifically the criminal investigation unit. Doesn't make sense to me. Nah, thank you, everyone. Nah, I promise you, I am probably in the best headspace that I have ever been in my life, which gives me so much confidence in myself because obviously, right, this is the truth, yeah, and I need you guys to understand it. Like, I'm not a rock. I'm not a rock. And yes, I am live on my phone before anyone says it, but I thought as soon as I get home, I'm just going to go live and it's just going to be quicker. Bang, press live, go live, poof, let's go. But anyway, see, I forgot what I was saying. Nah, listen, I will never ever trust them, and I don't even care. I know that I'm going to be going in there talking about them. I don't give a fuck. I will say this straight to their face. I do not fucking trust you, motherfuckers. Simple as that. I do not. I'm talking about the police, obviously. How many times these guys have backdoored me? I'll give you an example of a friend, right? A friend. So a friend of mine gets a phone call one day, and the police say, "G'day, Barry. Guess what? You have to come down and sign an intervention order because your ex-partner has put an intervention order on you." Now, I don't know whether Barry was homosexual or he liked females. I don't know. I have to be very specific when I tell this story for a reason. I'm sure you can all fucking catch my drift. Anyway, Barry, phone call. Why do I have to come down there and sign an intervention order? Like, what the hell? But all right, okay. Barry says, okay, let's go down there and sign the intervention order, right? And so Barry waltzes on into the police station, and next thing you know, Barry's getting jumped on by fucking, like, at this certain police station, there was an airlock. And at that police station, as soon as Barry walked through the second airlock, Barry heard, now I've heard this is how I know how to tell this story so well, because I've heard it a million times, because Barry is someone I know. So anyway, Barry heard the locks go click and just knew straight away that it was game over. He knew that it was a fucking trap and it was game over. So anyway, next thing you know, Barry said that police came out of every single door that could have people come out of it, had people come out of it, tackle Barry to the ground, give him a bit of a kick in, this and that. And so then Barry was then charged, right? With Barry was charged with, well, an intervention order is not a charge, but anyway, Barry was charged with firearms offences along with an intervention order, which was like, Barry was like, what the hell? Where did this come from? And then, yeah, so what had happened is Barry had actually had somebody had told police where a firearm was and connected it to Barry, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, this is what I'm saying. Because I know Barry very well and I know that this is what police do, and I've had so many times. My mum's in the chat, yeah? My mum can second this, yeah? So many times, right? They've rang my mum and said, listen, ring Leif, which is my real name, Leif. It's fucking Leif. It's not Leaf. It's not Leif. It's Leif. Like TAFE with an L. just not spelt the same. Like John Coffey from the Green Mile. It's John Coffey. It's coffee. It's just not spelt the same, balls. Anyway, you get the picture. But my mum's in the chat, right? And so my mum can tell you how many times they've said, hello, Mrs. Hughes. Can you please ring your son, Leif, and tell him that if he doesn't hand himself in, that we're going to shoot him? Quite literally. Like, it was a little bit more professional than that, but that was the crux of the story. And then, obviously, my mum's my mum, yeah? And I will always listen to what my mum says. Now, if people are ringing my mum and telling me my mum that they're going to shoot me, she's fucking scared, yeah? So I do my best to make my mum not scared. So many times this has happened. This isn't a one-off thing. So many times. And every single time I did the right thing and went and handed myself in, like Barry did. Did you know that Barry also got breached? Barry's my age, yeah? He's around my age. So Barry had also never been on an intervention order until he was 41 years old. So he did not know how intervention orders worked. All he knew that, usually people in prison get black eyes for having intervention orders like that, But anyway, Barry found out very quickly that if you write, so Barry had a son, right? Barry had a son. Very importantly, Barry had a son. And so what Barry did is in his Facebook, he wrote, I love and miss my son so much. I can't believe this is going on. This is so hard. Then you know what happened next? Next thing you know, Barry had 16 police officers at his door. 16. Barry. Anyway, Barry had 16 police officers at his door, and they were saying, you need to come outside. Barry said, you can need a dictionary because I'm not coming outside. And then, anyway, long story short, Barry got fucking jumped by 16 jacks and then got dragged down to the police station. And apparently Barry was screaming the whole time, right now, you pieces of shit, you've got 16 police officers at my house because I wrote a Facebook message. This is what Barry's saying. Because Barry wrote a Facebook message saying, I love and miss my daughter so much, I can't believe this is happening. Now, Barry said to the police, right now, there is some wife getting murdered by their husband, some kid getting fucking bashed by their fucking stepdad, and you're at Barry's house because Barry wrote a message on Facebook saying how much they love and miss their son. Make that make sense. Do you know what I mean? They trap you. But anyway, I'm not that person, nor am I Barry. But all I'm saying is this, that I would be silly not to have some kind of anxiety about the situation that I'm in. Let's face it, I quite literally got myself right smack bang involved in the biggest fucking manhunt in Australian history since Ned Kelly. Ironic, actually. But anyway, moving on. I would be silly if I sat here and thought anything other than that. Oi, gunhead, badoosh. This one's for you. Nothing makes sense anymore. Or you know what? I'm going to pin this message here from Gunhead. And that has got my links on it. So, First link is my Twitter, which I don't know. You probably don't want to follow that because I never use Twitter. And then we've got my merchandise, and then we've got my other merchandise. Thank you, Gunny. Badoosh. Thank you, Ninja. Greetings from the Hunter Valley. Oi, welcome in from the Hunter Valley. Oi, Radar. Oi, Lisa Mason, what's going on? What time you got to go tomorrow? Nah, look, it's so I'm not wanted. There's no warrants out for my arrest. There's no whereabouts. Do you know what I mean? So I'm not running by a deadline here. Maybe it's just me. So yeah, if I rock up late, I'm not going to get in trouble. I imagine they would ring me if I haven't rocked up by Friday, as they kind of said, you know, you can do what you're doing until Thursday, but then come and speak to us, you know. At the time I spoke to him, I wasn't in this state. I was much happier. Anyway, no, I wasn't in Victoria. Biff, you should start making Free Uncle Biff t-shirt just in case you get locked up. I'll tell you what, right? I will give my mum, and JJ will be able to help my mum access to my merchandise store should I get locked up. I will quite literally buy, how many people? I'll buy 200. I will buy 200 t-shirts or jumpers, and I will, if I get locked up, please, every one of you that want to support me, don that jumper that I will say like, I don't know, Biff isn't fucking Charles Manson, free Biff or something like that. And then you could like, don't be break the law, but you could show up at support. No doubt it's going to go to the Melbourne Magistrates Court if I did get locked up. So that would be the absolute most solidarity, and I would love nothing more. That would be fucking cool. I need 2XL. Oi, listen, I'm a big fella myself, so I would cater for everyone. But I promise you, I just gave you my word. If I get locked up, I will make sure that my people make 200 merchandises, whether they're t-shirts or jumpers. Even if they are t-shirts and it's cold, you can chuck it over your jumper anyway. But anyway, and you can have them for free. I will make sure that happens. Oh, guess what? Oh, all right. I've been a bit of a fucking dickhead, actually. As you guys know, the other day I went to Melbourne to buy one gimbal, right? And so I ended up what I thought was buying two, but then the guy on the second one said, if you buy this one, you can have two of them for free, right? So anyway, cut a long story short, like, I don't claim to be Albert Einstein at any time, nor do I know the fucking ins and outs of gimbals, but it turns out I bought 4 gimbals that do not work for my camera. Now, I promise you, I checked everything I could check. Does this gimbal take my camera? Can this gimbal use my camera? Can I use this gimbal with this camera? Rah, rah, rah. Anyway, cut a long story short, I couldn't use any of those gimbals. So guess what I had to do? Check this shit out. Oi, this is fucking, like, I'm actually, now, thank God I bought the first gimbal secondhand, right? I hadn't purchased like mechanical gimbals like this before, so I wanted to like. But anyway, thank God I bought them secondhand, and I most definitely will be able to sell them for more than I paid for them because this legend gave me two of the exact same one that I bought. But anyway, look what I got. All right, so this is one of the four that I was able to show you guys the other night. This isn't the best one of the four that I was able to show you the other night. This is just one of them I'm showing you now. And I'm absolutely admitting that I was a fucking moron and I probably should have. But in my defense, the only thing that screwed me was this, right? That is USB-A. Now, yes, I could have gone and bought myself a USB-A to USB-C, blah, 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 and would have still been able to use this as a gimbal so it's steady, right? But hey, oi, Sansa, you bloody legend. Boys, oi, thank you, legend. All right, so check this out. Wait, just so you know that I wasn't going to make the same mistake again. All right, so this is what I got from our good friends at JB Hi-Fi. Oi, JB Hi-Fi, feel free to sponsor me at any time. Fuck me, I spent some money at your shop. Anyway, I got this today. This is the DJI RS4 Mini, and as you can see, that's fucking a big ass camera on there, which is, it looks like my Nikon actually. Looks like this. Looks like that. Anyway, got this today. It is fucking awesome. So, the first half of tomorrow's video, right? I haven't even spoken about it yet. But anyway, this is it here. I'll just show you. Watch this shit. Oh, actually, and I got this fucking handle for it too. Because, like, I've got MS and fucking my hands don't work sometimes. Anyway, watch this shit. Whooshka. Anyway, so bang. Where is it? There it is. Yeah. Alright, hang on. There it is. Alright, anyway, and then all I have to do, see that red light there? Watch this. I go like this. Oh, maybe. No, oh, hang on. I haven't got it connected to my camera. Anyway, so that looks like a camera. It's not a camera. Anyway, this camera, where are you? Alright. So this camera sits on this, like this. But, specifically, this, I can use this on every camera I have. So I can use this on my GoPro, on everything like that. Alright, I'm going to turn you off now because you're having a crazy at me because I haven't got my camera connected. But anyway, literally, no, you can lock in there, stay. Alright, so, I learned a lesson, and yeah, So I went to JB Hi-Fi, and as a matter of fact, that one was on special because they have just brought out a new gimbal. So there's one more advanced than that, which is exactly the same except for like the remote, like the screen comes off. Like that's the only real thing it does really. But yeah, so the first half all right, footage. Let's talk about footage. So I have been in Melbourne for a couple of days, doing some filming. So tomorrow's video will be on Cranbourne, aka Crimeburn, another town that gets a bad rap. I lived in Cranbourne for a very long time. And yeah, let's just say we go right into detail there in Cranbourne. Now, the Cranbourne video will be different than the other videos. It's just got a bit more of a personal effect, I suppose, because I actually lived in Cranbourne for most of my life, and obviously, you know, I was never not gonna, you know, give the kind of now. It's not saying that you're not going to get the absolute best out of my next video, which is the Hampton Park video, and then we'll move on to the Samantha Murphy stuff and a couple of other things as well. But yeah, should I not go to prison? Yeah, this is what you can expect. Me being out there, getting amongst it. I have to actually put a bit of a cap on it because otherwise, like, I would just be out there all the time and won't be able to, you know, be live and stuff like that. So I'm kind of going to do it like this, right? So we're going to do 3 days a week will be out there on set content, and then the other days will be me at home content. But yeah, like I've got so many good things lined up for the future. So many people have been asking for ghost hunts, right? It's pretty crazy. I never thought that I would get asked that on YouTube, but nevertheless, it's been getting asked a lot. So I promise you, legend, somewhere in the very near future, I will take yous to one of the most haunted places I have ever been to, and I will show you guys. Well, I guess you will have to wait and see. And if you are a skeptic of the paranormal, that is absolutely fine. I was one of the biggest skeptics of paranormals. I used to just think I was crazy, but like, turns out. Anyway, you can be a skeptic all you like, but I promise you, I still today am the biggest paranormal investigator, ghost hunter on TikTok, or in Australia, as a matter of fact, and I haven't done that content in over 2 years. So I know what I'm doing. I did it for a very long time before I did this stuff. Now, I don't want people to sit there and go, oh, fucking tin hat wearing, fucking thinks fucking Bigfoot's in his roof. I am just open to anything that is fucking very in your face. And I think this is the truth, and I need you guys to understand. I think when you grow up in an environment that is full of so much evil, that I think that, like, you maybe attract a bit of evil yourself. I don't know. I am also a firm believer of this, right? I am a firm believer of this, that no child, every child 8 years and under has an imaginary friend, right? They all do. You can be a parent here in the chat and back me up here and say, yeah, my child had an imaginary friend. No, they didn't. They didn't have an imaginary friend. They had, well, not a real friend, but not an imaginary friend. They were definitely speaking to someone. That is what I believe. And I think science has even proved that children are somewhat a conduit to the paranormal world. And I can tell you myself that, like, I, I'm a father of plenty of kids. Yeah, I could have a cricket team going myself if I wanted to. And I can tell you, every single one of my children had an imaginary friend. And I had an imaginary friend. My friends had imaginary friends. It's because they are pure at heart. And you know what? That is absolutely true. It is because they are unadulterated. Do you know what I mean? Their mind is not affected by. Do you know what I mean? Like, I would imagine these days that maybe the ghosts are going like, look at this fucking woke world. You've got a ghost from fucking Gettysburg fucking 200 years ago and fucking they're like going, geez, these people are so fucking woke. I hate that fucking word. My son did. Jack was a naughty boy. Mummy could never find him. And true. So I remember having the same conversations with my children, and you can't ever tell your child that they're talking to a ghost, or they're never going to sleep again. Like, so you just have to agree with them. Thank you, Ninja Bush. You just have to agree with them that okay, yep, I can see them. Do you know what I mean? But I think also that some people, right? So I know because I did the paranormal stuff for a long time. They call people like that sensitives, right? Now I don't believe there's such thing as a sensitive. I think that every single person, oi was a bang, is born with that gift, that that conduit to the other world, if you will. Now I know there's people sitting here going like, bro, fucking shut the fuck up. But listen, I believe it because I've seen it. And I can tell you, guys, I used to sleep. I used to sleep in haunted buildings and leave my live camera going all night. My mum's in here right now. Me and my mum, used to take my mum on ghost hunts with me. My mum's the best, I swear to God. She never ever backed down from nothing. And so anyway, I'm like, oi, mumsy, I'm going over to Tasmania. I said the Tasmanian Heritage Trust has just given me the gold key to any building that they operate, which was like 1860 buildings in Tasmania that are heritage listed. And so anyway, I won't say her name, but the person who runs that is actually does ghost hunting as well. Oi! What's going on, Dank Memes? Hey, Biff, you gonna get the Chris Edwards tarmacs on the get back or ramp for the video? Thank you, Legend. But like, I am legitimately a little bit confused on what you're getting at there. I know Ryder just bought me in food and I don't know where he put it. Give me a moment, Legends. I'm just going to go get that food. Alright, so I'll tell you what. I'll be on for another 25 minutes. So I'll jump off when we get to an hour. So we've got another 26 minutes actually, or 25 minutes and 42 seconds. Oi! How good's the math getting? That's what I was going to say. That's more important.
You didn't see me when I wasn't sober. Scratch marks on the wall, but it wasn't over. You never seen the gas bottle.
Got him for
Holes in the walls, hearing voices making choices. I was seeing ghosts in the walls. Sirens running. deals, constantly trying. I don't even know who I am anymore. More drinks, bad.
Boy, I love this thing.
I
fucking love it.
I even care for. I'm still the one you once cherished. Memories.
Oi, and it's fucking so. Oi, if anyone has. Cause it take away my pain. Alright, so if anyone has ever used a gimbal in the past, which was like, now they're so easy to use. Like you used to have all these fucking screw-in bits and that. Nah, no more. No more. Look at this shit. Like, unlock, lock. Simple as that. Ready? Unlock. Lock. Simple as that. They're so fucking easy to use. And this little beast right here, this little banger right here, you just plug that into your fucking, your Sony ZV E10 mirrorless camera. Oi, I know my shit now. Oi, Bush Rangers, you flippin' legend. Badoosh. What did you say there? Bush Rangers Ben Hole shot 161 years ago today. Oi. Oi. Let's everyone cheers to Ben Hall. If you guys know your Bush Ranger stuff, now I'm not trying to fucking double down on your Bush Ranger knowledge, legend. I'm just saying I know a bit about a bit. Now I'm saying Ben Hall, if you were to ask me, yeah, Ben Hall would probably be my all-time favourite Bush Ranger. Definitely Ben Hall. And then close behind Ben Hall would be fuck. I said his name the other day. Jack fucking. Anyway, Mad Dog Morgan. Oi, dank memes again. Legend, Badoosh, you gotta get your rollerblades on when you go to the ramp for us. Show us how it's done like the old days. Oi, I promise if I could get myself, like legit, if I could get myself a proper set of fucking, like, proper roll, like, not fucking Malibu fucking Kmart rollerblades, like I'm talking like, so the last set of rollerblades that were fucking like the shit when I were fucking rollerblading were called K2 somethings, and then the ones before that were called Tarmac. They were Rosas, and they were Tarmac, and yeah, I still reckon I even say this. I know I'm a lot heavier than I used to be, but I reckon if I at least went up and like was able to go up and back, I'd still be able to flip out of the ramp. I still think at my weight, I'd be able to do that because like it's got nothing to do with your size. Do you know what I mean? Like the biggest person in the world, if they had the good enough run up and knew how to jump out, they could definitely flip out of the ramp. So I used to be able to do blackouts, we used to call it. So I used to jump out of the ramp and just backflip out of the ramp like that, which used to be called a blackout. But yeah, my best one was my Barani. We used to call it a Barani. How fucking funny is all these names? A Barani. And so I used to be able, if anyone's ever been to the shed, I used to skate vert as well. So, but I used to be able to Barani over the spine. So the first spine that they had with the hump next to it. Like it used to go like little mini vert and then like had like a drop down. That was the whole ramp. Went up, spine, big fucking 12-foot vert drop was crazy, and then a hump in the middle. So they actually cut that vert in half because like that vert drop of the spine ramp because it was crazy. Too many kids were hurting themselves. Oi, Theo, what's going on, legend? Bayside Blades and Skates. Got my skates from there. So I got mine from. So we used to go to. Now we used to go to Blade School in Frankston, but we also used to go to fucking Trigger Brothers in Frankston as well. They used to have mad skateboards because I used to be able to skateboard as well. I used to be able to drop in on skateboard at the vert ramp at the shed. That's it, but I couldn't do anything else. It was scary on a skateboard, but I could do heaps on a push bike. Yeah, I could drop in, grind the vert ramp. I could fucking do like 360s and yeah. Hey Biff, my 6-year-old just went off at me as I thought she was asleep and I heard her talking and she was like, thank Dad. Now my friend gone. No one was there. No one was in there. What the fuck? Oi, listen. Do you know what I mean? What can I say? All kids have them. Or Trigger Brothers, Morty Alec. No, you're right. But we were full skaters, yeah. So like I used to skateboard and rollerblade. So there's another. So the Great Barrier Queef, which is a legend that's in this chat a fair bit, used to be someone that I used to rollerblade with. Actually was quite talented rollerblader, if I don't say so myself. But he used to be actually someone that I used to rollerblade with. Yeah. What bike did you have? So the last bike that I had, right, was, now let me fucking think. It was a Dave Mirror, fucking, it was a chocolate. It was a something chocolate, yeah? That was the last bike I had. Fucking hell, man, I know this. What was it called? Starts with a T. Something chocolate. Dion, wasn't it? Oi, legit. Nah. It wasn't Dion, but I swear to God, Dion was fucking one of the most gifted fucking rollerbladers I had ever met. He went over to America for it. He fucking went further in Australia than anyone did. We actually used to go to Dion's. So Dion's mum, right, used to own the like fucking gymnastics center in, like, I think it was in Coringal. It was like the end of Frankston, but like the start of, I think it was like Coringal. And Dion's mum used to own the fucking gymnastics there, and we used to go there. There was a foam pit and like in-ground trampolines and shit. I had a Matt Hoffman SD4. Nice. So what was it called, man? Oi, Matt Hoffman. Fucking. So the bike I had before that, right? So I couldn't really afford it, but I did have. So I had a Haro. It was. So my mate, you guys can Google this name, Pete Redivo. His name is Peter Redivo, Radivo. So we grew up in Cranbourne together, and so he ended up going on to be a professional BMX rider. And anyone else who's from Cranbourne knows that I'm talking facts here. And so that was the bike that I bought off Pete. That dude was so good. He was actually sponsored by Coke. I went on the Coke. I don't even know what it was fucking called. He was sponsored by Coca-Cola, and we went on these fucking crazy fucking tours around the Great Ocean Road. It was so fucking good. Blamo Haro. I have a specialized. I would love to have something like that. Like, don't get me wrong, I love like all the old school bikes, like all the fucking mad ones, like Red Lines, like the fucking GTs, the Torquetus, the fucking Mongoose Villains, all that shit. We used to ride with his brother, me, Luke, and Damo. True? Red Lines was sick. Oh, I still remember. I can't remember what the bike shop used to be called, but it was where the Video Easy used to be. So the bike shop closed down and turned into the bicycle superstore in Dandenong. And then I don't know what it was called in Cranbourne. It wasn't called that. But straight across the road from Callie's pub where Video Easy used to be. You know, you're going through the drive-through at the bottle shop and Video Easy was right there. Bang. You know what? That's the only place I didn't go to. I actually thought about it when I was in about Coburg, and I thought about ducking back just to make a quick Callie's pub video. Because fuck me. Oi, listen, if anyone knows Cranbourne and knows knows that Callie's pub was a different breed of fucking people. Like, I'm telling you, there were times you could go there and, like, it was another world. Like, it was the bloodbath. That's what we used to call it. That's what the older people before us used to call it. Fuck yeah. Oi, the old bikes are sick. I love them. So I've got a female friend, right? I'll just say Sarah. And so she actually collects them. She collects old school bikes. And she actually dresses like an old school pin-up chick, you know? She's like got the hair, she's got like full fucking sleeves, and she's pretty hot. And yeah, like it's just the coolest thing, like seeing like chicks into that stuff. Like, I think it's cool that we live in a time where, do you know what I mean? It's just cool. It's just cool. And I reckon that's cool. But yeah, has a fucking cool bike collection too. My age is 47. Sing it. 47. I know that's what you didn't mean, but had to do it. Alright, I'm just going to get me dinner. Oi, get the fuck out of here. Sean and Matt Sabrinsky used to live at Callie's. Well, I remember before they lived at Callie's. I remember when they used to live off Cams Road. Fuck. Alright, now I'm going to be testing my fucking cranny knowledge here. Now I remember, right? So you get down the fucking, the back end of Cams Road. Not the settlement end or McDonald's end, up the other end. There's like fucking, like, Woolies and everything there now. But anyway, they used to live down there off one of the streets off the back of First Left, 100%. You know it. Oi, wait, you got to be very particular. First left after the train line. After the train line. First left after the train line. Oi, fucking hell. Oi, we used to call, I don't even know if I should say this or not, but like we used to call the younger Sabrinsky Flattengeist. I mean, you know why. I mean, no disrespect, but can't steal shit straight. You love right here, but the demons won't wait. Addiction stronger than I love. Some days it rips me. I used to live. Oi, brother. Dank memes. I know exactly who you are, bro. I know exactly who you are. Your name starts with J. That's all I will say. I know exactly who you are, bro. I remember. And if I'm honest, we actually left on bad terms. You and I. I know that's who you are, bro. But like, the past is the past, bro. We were fucking kids then, bro. Do you know what I mean? We left on bad terms. I remember me and you had a fight. Me and you had a fight at the Marinda Park station. I mean, it was really, me fighting you over a female, I remember correctly. But anyway, moving on. I'm going to get my dinner. One moment.
Trying to crawl back home, but the bottle called louder than you on the phone. Baby, you still look at me like I'm that man, the one you fell for before the blackout began. I swear I'm fighting, swear I'm trying to hold on tight, but when the voices whisper, I fold every night. I see the tears you hide when I relapse again. You say I love you, but I'm drowning in the pain. Why can't I pick you over this numb escape? It kills me knowing I'm the reason that you hate. Fucked up, tore down, still down for another round. You try to pull me close, but I'm already underground. I miss the old me, the one who didn't need the high. Now I'm just a ghost in the walls you walk by. I hate myself for what I'm doing to us. The high feels like home when the world's too much. You deserve better than these empty promises, but I can't let you go. I'd rather overdose on this. Please don't walk away when I'm too high to see your face. Every pill I take just puts another crack in our plate. On my own lane, can't steer the shit straight. You love right here, but the demons won't wait. Addiction's stronger than our love some days. It rips me apart, yeah, it makes me cry in the dark. I'd rather numb it all than watch you break, but I still see your face when the high starts to fade. Out of my own lane, trying to crawl back home, but the bottle calls louder than you on the phone. Still the one you once cherished, but addiction's stronger sometimes, and it makes me cry out of my own lane, out of my own lane. Yeah, it makes me cry. Yeah, it makes me cry. Oh, yeah, it makes me cry. Yeah. You didn't see me when I wasn't sober. Scratch marks on the wall, but it wasn't over. You never seen the gas bottle, garden fork, holes in the walls. Hearing voices making choices. I was seeing ghosts in the walls. Sirens running, addiction crying. Stealers, dealers constantly trying.
30
I don't
seconds,
even know
legend.
who I am anymore. More drinks, bad pills, false friends. Why the fuck do I even care for? I'm still the one you once cherished. Memories are all we have, cause all the photos have perished. I wake up past 6 and I'm off with the pills, cause they take away my pain. But I'm chugging down with the hard stuff, kinda out of my own lane, 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 another round. Try to pull me close, but I'm already underground. I'm Mr. Old Me, the one who didn't need the eye. Now I'm just a ghost in the walls you walk by. I hate myself for what I'm doing to us. The high feels like
Oh yeah. What about this?
you deserve better than these empty.
What about someone asking me about religion and if I believe in religion the other day and this thing falling off the wall? What the fuck? Do you know what I love? I love nothing more than when I talk about the paranormal and I get like Catholics saying, we don't believe in spirits. We don't believe in spirits, Biff. Well, yes, you do, you dickheads. You fucking believe in the Holy Spirit, which was fucking died, born again. Ghost? Is that a spirit? I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm not saying I'm a Bible expert. I'm just fucking saying. So every time a Catholic says that to me, I clap back and say, as a matter of fact, the person you worship was the first spirit to ever exist. As a matter of fact, check out Genesis. That'll probably fucking get you where you want to be with that. If you read fucking... So a lot of people don't know this. A lot of people don't know this, but... Alright, fuck. Now me retard fucking brain's gonna fuck with me head. Anyway, Proverbs 4:20, I believe it's Proverbs. Listen, don't fucking, it's been a big week. Listen, give me 2 seconds with the fucking King James Bible and I'll fucking smack bang every question correct, I'm telling you. But anyway, why are we talking about religion? What happened? Hang on a second. Hang on a second. You cheeky bugger. All right. I swear to God, my brain is so good sometimes. Where were we? Hey, Kit, play Where the Rails Split the Town in Two. If your AI fucking music playing device is not called Kit, you aren't from my generation. Can you remember how cool it was when Knight Rider's fucking car done shit and you were like, oh my God. I remember as a kid watching Knight Rider saying two things. As a kid, I remember thinking, I'd probably fucking judo chop David Hasselhoff if I ever met him in real life. But I also remember thinking this. I remember every single time that they showed fucking Kit that, like, it was next level. And if you remember, like, Kit had shit when you were watching it in 1986. It was next level. It had like LED fucking like light sound bars on its fucking Dash, Kit was the shit. And I remember as a kid going, fuck, I cannot wait to be old enough to wear a leather jacket and fucking drive a car that talks to me. Now, if you ask me, right, there has been time in my life where I've been wearing a leather jacket and my car has spoken to me. It's not movie type shit, but I mean, it's kind of the same. I had a leather jacket on and my car was talking to me. So, I mean, I'm basically David fucking Hasselhoff. There may or may not be pharmaceutical, recreational drugs involved at the time. Just saying. Them times are crazy. Oi, if Carl Williams done anything fucking right, he fucking got them right. I'll tell you that for fucking telling you that right now. Fuck me. White doves, anything white, mate, I'm telling you, but seriously, white doves. Oi, Carl, you done well. Just saying. Rest in peace. Oi, but you know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. They were different times back then. I remember actually, fuck. I remember, right, when I used to be, right, I actually am not as tall as people think I am. I am 5'10". I will argue that with a fist fight, anyone who wants to argue that with me. Actually, when I finish telling this story, can someone please tell you what happened in McDonald's in the middle of the night last night? Well, not in the middle of the night. After the live last night, Ryder and myself, because we were staying very close to a McDonald's, we thought we'd go to McDonald's, right? Didn't this turn into a fucking event? My goodness. And, like, I mean, what can I say at the end of the day? I don't even know what I was going to talk about fucking before that. That's right. Yeah, if Carl done something right, mate, it was that. That guy made it. I'll tell you something. I'll tell you something. When I was in my prime, Carl was like at his fucking very best. Do you know what I mean? Did I meet Carl Williams? I mean, allegedly, I'll say this, right? At that time in my life, people used to call me Raver Boy, right? Because I swear to God, until I was 15 years old. Now, my mum is about 5'4", 5'5", not the tallest lady, but don't get me wrong, she's got a mean fucking right hook. I've seen it a few times. Anyway, my mum is an absolute lady at all times. So when I say that I've seen it a few times, you must know that it was at dire straits, my mum to be throwing hands with anyone. I mean, what can you say? They were different times. So, legit. So, I actually started going to rave clubs. True story, right? The first rave club I ever went to was Metro. Globe, right? So, Globe, if you guys know, if you are around my age, I am fucking 36. Nah, I'm 43. And if you're around my age, then you'll know, if you were into that kind of thing at that time, that Globe was like gangster's paradise, yeah? You could not, put it this way, as a matter of fact, not many people would have actually been to Globe, because there was a time, particularly the time when I went there, where you could not even get into Globe without being on the guest list. Oi, Base Station 3D. Don't even. Oi, you know damn well that that's where I'm going with this. Oi, can I just say this though? Actually, stop. Full stop. I'll get back into the 3D Black and Base Station, blah 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 raver. But Dank, Dank, can I just say this? If I remember correctly, you were a couple of years older than me. And if I remember this correctly, from being a youngster, went to your house a fair few times, you were black belt. You were black belt in something. What were you black belt in? What did I say? I said don't. What did I say? I'm actually doing it now, teaching. All right, sweet. What were you a black belt in back then? Oi, if I said anything other than dome, I meant fucking dome. What did I say? Metro, didn't I? I said Metro. Oi, don't get me fucking wrong. That was mad on Chapel Street. 2 stories was fucking sick. Especially when they closed down Base Station at fucking McKillop Street and it went to fucking Dome. I mean, fucking Metro. Oi, JD just sent a membership. Oi, actually. No, I can't. Don't worry. Can't do it now. Oi, Dank Memes, you received a membership. So, sorry if you said it. I missed it if you said it. No. Oi, true shit. So, Dank Memes was actually part of my friend group when I was younger. And I swear to God, won competitions for his martial art. True stories. Was a black belt. Was a legitimate black belt, but I can't remember what it was in. I was a black belt in Pow. Oh, here's trouble. What are you doing, JJ? Oi, Dank, I need you to tell me what you fucking were. Oh, Dank Memes, you bloody legend. Nah, please, I need you to tell me what your martial art black belt was in. What's the worstest thing you got into trouble for as a kid from that you didn't do, but your brother did, but you took the blame for, if you have one? Oi, hold that question. Hold that question. Oi, hold it. Wazza, hold that question. I promise. Hold that question. That's a mad question. Oi, Justin Guppy, you fucking legend. Oi, I fucking love this guy. Oi, legit. I fucking do. St Kilda Palace was made. Oi, I swear to God. So I went to Palace when Palace used to be. So when Base Station left McKillop Street, yeah. So I was on the guest list of all of those clubs. I'm telling you, Base Station, Bubble, fucking PhD, Hard Candy, fucking Cage, Dome. Fuck. I know there's more. Anyway, I was Raver Boy. But anyway, listen, Dank. Karate back then, Fiducian Ryu, now I'm first dan in Taekwondo. Alright, now I need to say this, right? I need to say this. Now, remember when you offered me to be a chaperone to take me around Dandy, right? Now, you know when I'm stuttering that I'm talking about something fucking serious. But I remember specifically, right? I remember now, Dank, if you think you know where this conversation's going and you don't want me to go any further, just put a thumbs up emoji. That's all you have to do, bro, and I will stop. I will stop. But I think this is important. But if you give me a thumbs up emoji, I will stop. Because I bet you know where this is going. You needed a chaperone to go to Dandy. No. I didn't say that. I said that this person offered to be my chaperone if I wanted to go around the Dandenong area. Like, literally, I fucking went to fucking... I rock up everywhere by myself. Literally. Today I was with my son, but, generally. Rocked up to the fucking Richmond Flats by myself. Rocked up to, literally... I go everywhere by myself. I don't. You'll get stabbed in Dandy? Oh, I fucking won't. I know that's hard for me to say because, you've never spoken to anyone that's been stabbed as many times as me. Anyway, Dank Memes. I didn't see the thumbs up, so I'm going to go on. So I remember particularly one incident. Now, remember I said that Dank was a member of my friend group, right? Now, I remember this particular day, because my girlfriend at the time, so my older brother was going out with my girlfriend's older sister. Swear to God, you can't write that shit, yeah? My older brother, well, to be honest, my older brother was with the older sister first, and then I hooked up with the younger sister. My age, of course, that just sounded fucking bad. But anyway, I was a fucking teenager. Anyway, I get a phone call, right? I'm at home. This is pre-mobile phones. I get a phone call from my brother's girlfriend, and she says, "Hey, I think you need to get up to the Maroondah Park station because Dank Memes is up there with your girlfriend." And I was like, "What? What do you mean?" And then my brother's girlfriend continued to tell me that this has been a common practice, actually. And so the reason I asked you what your was is because at that time, I'd done a bit of boxing. That was about it. But I remember particularly on that day, Dank Memes, that I rocked up to the Maroondah Park train station, and you quite definitely were with my girlfriend. And let's just say that on that day, you wished that your parents had taught you, I don't know, knife can do, or fucking I just fucked with the Hughes family fucking can do. Anyway, I remember particularly on this day because I was rather gutted on two levels. Because A, you were my friend, and B, that was my fucking girlfriend. And let's just say that your rollerblades couldn't get you on the train quick enough that day, Dank Memes. And let's just say I gave you a chance to kick them off, them rollerblades, while the train was moving, and said, no, I never applied what I was taught. I used to get my ass kicked by everyone. Listen, I need to say this, right? Because I feel like, and I'm not being disrespectful, but I kind of feel like that when you approached me and said, hey, I'll be your chaperone, rah, 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 rah. Like, brother, if I was fucking giving you a fucking 1,600 piece feed on the train between Marinda Park and Cranbourne, and I promise you, my brain went from this guy's going to try and set me up. Right now, I feel nothing but love, but I swear to God, like, you need to know that you broke my heart that day, bro. You were my fucking friend. You broke my heart that day. That's why I fucking broke your nose. True story, bro. Now, I will retort my own comment with my own comment. I'm good for doing that. I need you to know, Dank, that I appreciate absolutely brother, I'm not holding on to it for 20 years, but I'm just saying, when you came into my life and tried to act like you were my best friend still, like, fuck off, bro. Last time I seen you, I was fucking feeding you fucking grapes from fucking Marinda Park to Cranbourne. Actually walked you off the fucking train and said you're right to fucking get back to your house, which is 100 metres that way. I done the right thing, do you know what I mean? I actually fucking loved you as a brother, bro. That's actually the truth. True story, bro. Loved you as a brother. I'll tell you why. I loved you as a brother, bro. Because you came into our crew and you were like from an outside family like me in our crew, right? But yeah, I don't know. I think on that day you got your ambitions mixed up with your capabilities, and yeah. Now, I need to say this. There is no disrespect, there is no hate, there is no nothing. But let's not get it twisted, bro. You need to understand, held on to it for 20 years. Motherfucker, that was fucking 20 fucking 5 years ago. What are you talking about? Did I hang on to it for 20 years? No, I didn't. As a matter of fact, I never thought about you for 1 second after that fucking moment you got off the fucking Cranbourne train after I fed you. I never thought about you again, bro. You contacted me. And I straight away knew exactly who you were, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? And I respected that. And I still respect it. But you need to understand that when you come at me with a, hey, bro, I'll drive you around in my car fucking type deal. Like, bro, that's how people fucking end up, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, sand dunes in the boot type fucking deal. It's crazy, bro. But anyway, like I said, I respect you. I respect you for joining my live. I respect you for fucking respecting me for what I do now. But you better fucking believe that I hang on to that for 20 years, because that's the first time I got to speak to you since you fucking got off that train and you disappeared into the fucking blue, bro. I didn't get to speak to you after that. I wish, if I'm honest, I swear to God, I wish this is what would have happened. Had I been this Leif and not that Leif. Now, keep in mind, guys, I was only fucking 15, 16 years old at the time. I'm not a fucking full-fledged criminal, but I'm still I came from a different family, do you know what I mean? And my dad told me this, yeah? My dad told me this. Okay, Janet. My dad told me this, yeah? If there's two things in a man's life that people do not fuck with, it is this. You do not fuck with a man's girl, and you do not fuck with a man's mum, yeah? Simple as that. No matter what way you look that on the spectrum, rah, rah, rah. And yes, so I was always taught that, if I remember correctly, I didn't even fight back. I didn't even know she was your girlfriend. And besides, that was one time out of a few years I knew ya wasn't always bad. Brother, I've actually given you nothing but fucking praise. And that's the truth. But like, yeah, you didn't fight back, bro, because you didn't have a fucking chance. I thought you were going to come in there being fucking Chuck Norris on my ass, and that wasn't the case. Like, all I'm saying is this, bro. The last time you spoke to me, you were fucking like, oi, make it sound like what you will, bro. You know you were fucking like kissing my girlfriend. Righto, yeah, I might have been a kid at the time. Yes, I was a kid at the time. But then you contacted me again when I was a man that had been through more turmoil than ever. Brother, I'm not saying that it wouldn't be cool to catch up, but I'm just saying the life I've lived, if the last time I met you, I punched your fucking head in, and this time you're saying you want to catch up, like, bro, I'm sorry, but that's just where my brain goes. And bro, don't try and say you didn't know she wasn't my girlfriend. Come on, bro. We were fucking together every single day, bro. Don't make me call you by your first name, bro. Don't try and make me out to sound like the villain in this. I'll put my hand up every time. Yeah, I fucking did. I fucking did, bro. I punched your head in front of my friends, which were your friends too, right? Only two. You know not one of them laid their hands on you, bro. This could have went a lot worse for you. You knew my group of friends, yeah? You knew that. You joined my group of friends and you were like, fuck me, people are not like this where I am from. Exactly. So then you go and fucking hook up with my girlfriend, bro. Of course. Anyway, moving on. Anyway, did you guys know that I wrote this song?
You didn't see me.
Oi, Wazza. Oi, thank you. Wait. Oi, Wazza. I fucking love you. Alright, so what's the worstest thing you got in trouble for as a kid that you didn't do, but your brother did it for you and took the blame for, if you have one? So I'll say this, right? And I can say this like no shit. I swear to God. There was, and I say this all the time, right? My brother was always the father figure in my life. Yeah, I was scared of my dad. I fucking hated my dad as a kid. I don't. I love you, mum, but please let me say my piece. It's the truth, and people. Right, do you know what I mean? My dad was different with me than he was. I'm the youngest in my family. I did fucking acting and modelling as a younger fucking child before I got into crime. My mum wanted me to end up different than the rest of the people with the same last name as me, which is Hughes. And fuck, deep. Anyway, so my point is this: there was never a time when I was a kid when my brother would ever let me take the blame for anything. It wouldn't matter. And it wouldn't even matter. It wouldn't even matter when we were fucking adults. Like, you guys need to understand, yeah? Like, there's a fair year gap between. So there's my brother, my sister, then me, yeah? I am the baby, very much so. So, like, this is the age difference, yeah? So, when I was in year seven, my brother was fucking in year 11. There is like an almost 5 year age gap there between me and my brother. It's a massive one. Oi, Jake, you fucking legend. Balls. Thank you. But yeah, there was never a time where my brother would dare in a million years. I swear to God, I was like to my brother still today. I swear to God, I'm still like my brother. To me, like I swear, my brother helped me be the person I was. But like, you guys need to understand, right? Because my brother helped me be the man I was. Yeah, I swear. My first day of grade prep, I swear, my brother had set up like 5 different fights with me with all the grade 6 kids, which is what year he was in. And I bashed them all when I was in grade prep. And my brother just knew from a very early age that I was a gifted kid. Like, I might not have been able to play football like him, fucking play cricket like him, blah, blah, blah. But God help me, I could throw a punch like him. But yeah, trust me, there was never a time when we were kids when my brother would ever let me take the blame for anything. So I'll tell you something. As a matter of fact, I'll give one example when we were adults. Things that we've both been charged with. So all you lurking coppers that are lurking my page trying to find things to charge me with because, I don't know, you're angry over the Desi video or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. I don't get it. Fucking. That was so hard. Please just respect me for being so fucking strong then to not say what I really wanted to fucking say. Oi, I have fucking intrusive thoughts and mild Tourette, so you need to know that that was very hard for me to hold that in. I'm still right now thinking, dog. Love what you're doing, brother. We have crossed paths in a few of my sentences, but I won't speak about that on here, but I hope to catch you one day on the outside and up the blue baggers. Oi, fuck yeah, bro. Oi. Oi. There is no way that is you, Jake. There is no fucking way, bro. Bro, you don't have to say anything else, but did you name your son? Did you name your son? I'm not going to say, but did you name your son after my son that passed away? Are you that, Jake? You don't have to say anything else. Oh, thank you, Anthony. Love hearing old school talk. It's been a while since I heard it. Always stay real, Biff. Oi, Cals, always. Do you know what? I'm never not me. Do you know what I mean? Like, I know there's going to be some people here thinking, like, what Biff just said might lose him a subscriber, talking about dank memes. Dank Memes knows exactly who I am and what background I've come from and seen it firsthand. As a matter of fact, oi, Dank, did you ever come to my joint? Did you ever come to my house? Because I'll say this, if you ever came to my house, you are one of 5 mates that came to my house. Nah, honesty, fuck yeah, I'm always about honesty. You're the youngest whippersnipper in your joint, like my little bro. We would have always. Boy, see how I have to close my eye to read now? I don't know. I don't even, like, I don't want any consent, but, like, yeah, something's been going on with my eyes lately, or, like, last 2 days is fucked. But he went and turned into a great soldier, but he's traumatized from what he's done in there. Oi, exactly, bro. I'll tell you something. I'll tell you something. I never do this shit, but this is going to be the title of tomorrow's. What's the time? Today's video, 6 p.m. It's going to be this, right? So my new series is called From the Area Vlogs, yeah? Because by fucking God, have I fucking had so many of my fucking names. But it's my fault, yeah? I said I was going to do something. I didn't do it. So people stole my ideas. But fuck me. Anyway, from the area vlogs, yeah? If you guys know and you know, do you know what I mean? It's one of those things, you know what I mean? Like, fuck, who's that dude? He's not from the area. Fucking get him out. It's one, do you know what I mean? So, that's the name of my new series. Now, that is just a series. Now, don't think, I know that there's people going to be thinking, like, what the fuck? You said you were going to put out a Samantha fucking Murphy video. Promise you, still will. Still going ahead. But just know that there's been certain things in the way a little bit this week. Anyways, Biff, sorry you remember me like that. Sucks that you've been through all that and think suspicious stuff. It isn't so, but I get ya. Sorry for hijacking the stream. Oi, brother, you know what? Oi, legit, bro. I respect you more for coming through and saying that than anything. But, bro, I wasn't being fucking disrespectful, but I just needed you to know that's where my brain went. I wasn't saying fucking, bro, I wasn't saying that. I'm very fucking careful with my words because, like, do you know what I mean? People say sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never hurt me. That's a lie. Words have killed people every day. Every day. Oh, Josh. 1 second. I don't want to have fucking pie hanging out of my teeth when I talk to you. Listen, I love your Uncle Chris. Like I said last time, yeah? Me and him both fucking bear the same scars, yeah? And have been through battles that people couldn't even imagine against people they couldn't even imagine. Alright, here we are. Hey Biff, my Uncle Chris Wilson says to say you're looking well and he's proud of how far you've come. As for Ricky, he's been in the last 5 years, unfortunately. Oi, legit, that nearly made me fucking cry, motherfucker. Oi, Josh, I'll say this, yeah? I'll say this. So the person that Josh is talking about is one of my fucking Aboriginal Kuru brothers from inside. We were in the same prison gang. We were in the same prison gang that literally fucking took over. And like literally, I remember specifically, right? Now I've known Chris since I was younger, right? But obviously, Chris was a somebody. I was younger. He can't remember me as a youngster, but I can remember fucking everything. You know what I mean? And so when I rolled through the last time, and yeah, I remember I rocked into Scarborough South, right? And at the time, yeah, it was dicey me being there, yeah. But it didn't matter. I didn't give a fuck. Where SMU, it was SMU at the time. It wasn't MOU at the time. MOU is Major Offenders Unit, so that just means that you stab people in the neck. Anyway, so I'm telling you that, man. There's not many people that will get a higher fucking ever. There's not many words, and you guys have heard me speak on many, many big names that people have asked me, but I'm telling you, there's probably not another one that will get as much respect as Chris Wilson, I swear to God. Or Chrissy Wilson, if you're watching this, man, I swear to God, I asked about you last time I was up your area. Oi, cunt. Oi. Sorry, ladies. Oi, brother, can you please, Josh, can you please fucking email me at this email? bigbiffsgaming@gmail.com. BIGBIFFSGAMING @gmail.com. bigbiffsgaming@gmail.com. I would love nothing more than to be able to reach out to your family members. No, you got no idea. Like the love I had. Oi, this guy has got 20 years my senior, 100% 20 years older than me. This guy, right, is literally probably like fucking 3 or 4 inches shorter than me, and I'm telling you, would take on any man. He's a Kuri, and he would take on any man. It wouldn't matter. Like I'm telling you, this guy was one of the most deadliest people in the system, and yeah, like fuck. You guys know when stuff opens me up like this, you know they've hit a heartstring, and yeah, I remember. Like I remember certain things. Oi, Josh, I remember this. Tell Young this. I remember certain things, right? So I remember one time I'd rocked up to Scarborough South and I had like 20 pills of Suboxone on me, right? So you can make that one pill of Suboxone into like 25 Suboxone deals. Each one of those deals sells for one pouch. At the time, those pouches were $25 each. You do the math. It's fucking big money when you're inside, yeah? And I remember just going straight up to fucking old man fucking Chris and just saying like, listen bro, I've just rocked up and I've got this. Like, I don't give a fuck, bro. I'll go to fucking war with anyone. But I swear to God, if one person thinks that they're going to try and stand over me for this, then it's not going to happen, bro. And I remember him saying like, oh, I respect you for saying that. And then I swear, right, it took about half an hour. Someone tried to stand over me for it. And then the screws found them under their bed. And then, yeah, this dude was like, fuck, this fucking young fella's actually got a bit of fucking dash. We'll look after him, you know. And I swear from that moment on, and I swear to God, fast forward 15 years, were in the same fucking prison gang. Yeah. Like, I'm talking things happened that I would never speak on. Just because I respect him so much. But I'm just saying that the man being mentioned is a legend in the Victorian prison system. Now, I know there's going to be people that disagree with that, but I mean, that's just because, like, you just couldn't do it like we did it. I guess that's the difference, do you know what I mean? This is the difference in some. You were worried because when you rang your missus, she didn't answer. I was worried because one of many mistresses didn't drop a phone off. I don't even need to say anything more than that. That's just different dynamics. Did you end up talking with the Jacks? Nah. Today's D-Day. Today's D-Day. Well, tomorrow is really D-Day, but I just want to get this shit over and done with. But the truth is, I swear to God, more important to me, I swear, I just fucking took a big bite out of a pie and I feel like I got it all over my face. Oi, I love Mrs. Mac's beef, cheese and bacon pies, but I swear, they're a handful to eat when you got to mow. And you're on live. Today's protest day. What, Jack Shop? Oh, look, as much as I would love to tell... Do you know what? Do you know when you say something and then mid-sentence you have a brain fart? That's what just happened. I was like, I can't have all of you guys rocking up at the cop shop. We definitely can. I'll tell you something. You guys Google this right now. Anyone who is tech savvy enough to do this, Google whether or not during a Victorian police interview, whether or not you are allowed to have a support person. I would actually challenge support person. I would say it's 2026 and you can't individualize. Can I please have fucking 110 Chaos Crew members as my support people, please? And they'll say, well, why do you need that many people? I'll be like, I need a lot of support. Bang. Mic drop. Boof. Where are we meeting then? Well, let me think about this, because I actually think that's actually not a bad idea, if you ask me. But it is a Victoria police station, so... but nah, in all seriousness, nah, please. Oi, I fucking love you guys so much for even like offering that assistance. Like I said, I have intrusive thoughts and I'll just speak them sometimes. People will call that Tourette's, but I've always argued that. I don't think I have any type of Tourette's. I just think I have vocal intrusive thoughts. I think I just invented something. I just have vocal intrusive thoughts. It's not Tourette's. It's like, yeah. Shout out Carlos from Ireland. Oi, Carlos from Ireland. Wait. I actually know a bit of Diabum. Is that right? Is that right? Please tell me if that's right. Diabum. I think that's right. Please. Oh, do you know what? I literally cannot remember my fucking password for my Facebook, but if someone asks, it is the weirdest thing ever. That was a Google search. Let's go. Oh, you know what we haven't listened to in a bit? Oi, mofos. I think it's this one. No. That's not it. You fuck bag. Oh, I know we haven't listened to in a long time, you mofos. Not me burping. Reverend. Hey! JD Paddles! Lost within my plans for life, it all seems so unreal. I'm a man cut in half in this world, left in my misery. JD is a legend. Yeah.
Without a tear in his eyes, nothing new for him to see. I didn't ask him why. We'll remember the love our souls belong to me. Now I watch the falling rain on my mind. Can say now it's your. Well, I guess you took my youth and gave it all away. Like.
So for those of you that are thinking, fuck, that really sounds like a fucking song I've heard before, this is the words for Pantera, Cemetery Gates. I've just changed a couple of words. Like, say, for instance, if it says C, it says SEA, as in C. It's crazy because, like, who would have ever thought that, like, the English language would fucking do that to you? I wouldn't have never thought that I ever would have used the English language to my advantage. As a matter of fact, if you had asked any of my teachers from grade prep to fucking year 11, they would have told you the same thing. This kid's never going to use education to his advantage. Oi, Mrs. Devlin, I promise you I earn more than you grumpy old bitch. Who cares what the fuck a protractor does? Seriously, a protractor. You used to kick me out of class because I didn't bring a protractor. And then we've got dank memes saying you hang on to something for 20 years. Fucking oath I do. I'm hanging on. You kicked me out of every math class. That's why I don't know anything other than how to take away the 2. You add a letter into that equation, I'm fucked. But I'm just saying. Oh, fuck. I'm getting a fucking sweat up here. Spotify, where Desi, Biff rang the bell. Oi, that nearly caused an accident. You can't be doing that, Biff. Sometimes I forget. Do you know what was really funny today? Right? So when I don't give a fuck. If I leave, I don't care how secure my car is. Every single bit of equipment I leave the house with fits in one bag, yeah? And I take it everywhere. Fucking everywhere. And so when I went and bought me fucking DJI Ronin fucking SR4 Mini, the guy goes, you know, we're probably going to need to have a look in that bag on the way out. I said, I literally can't fit anything more in this bag because this bag has $20,000 worth of equipment in it that I've bought from you fucks. So, yeah, you can have a look. You can have a look. But I ain't taking nothing. You know the best? That every time you go to retail where you can ask for a discount, you must ask for a discount. So today, when the guy at JB Hi-Fi said that this is the price on your gimbal, I said, nah, that's not going to work. He's like, what do you mean? I was like, I mean, like, I'm not paying that much for it today. He's like, well, why? And I said, well, when you ask me to type my number in when you print out my docket, my list of items that I brought from you off the last 12 months is going to come up. And I think I am well within my rights to ask for some kind of a discount because I buy all of my products from JB Hi-Fi. I swear to God, Ryder was with me, he's like, it's embarrassing a little bit, you know? I was like, no, it's not. This is how it works in the retail world, son. Trust me. Like, watch and learn here. I promise you, this is how it works. And then, yeah, I remember, like, let's just say, like, I'm not good at percentages. But I'll say this. Like, he knocked, like, let's just say if, I don't know what, so if something was $1,000 and someone knocked $100 off, that's 10%, right? Please don't laugh at me. Like, I am so transparent about me not being smart with maths, especially. But I think that's right. So, it's true. He does know. Brother. Oi. Next time you see your uncle, have a look on his left hand, have a look on his thumb, and have a look for this exact fucking tattoo right here. I'm telling you, you had to be a very fucking special elite person to have that. As a matter of fact, a lot of the people that have them are now dead, which is crazy. All right. Give me a moment. Yeah. Oh, I did say I was jumping off 56 minutes ago, so we've done all right. All right. You know, I'm looking for one thing in a particular.
Every time the
That's it.
every time the camera's on, you're riding with me through the storm.
No, that's not it.
Storm.
Or is that it? That is it. It's either this one. This is it. All right, give me a moment. I'm just going to go to the Brasco.
Every time the camera's on, you're riding with me through the storm. From the stories to the struggle, yeah, you've been there all along. Oh, like ice, real talk, true spilling through the mic, and the chaos crew shows up every single time. You ain't just fuse your family. Every comment hits like loyalty. Through the highs and the lows, you ride for me, and that means more than you'll ever see. Shout out to the chaos crew. The best on YouTube is true. You keep this whole thing real. Every word, every view. From the heart, yeah, it's got you. I'm grateful every time I do what I.
Actually, shout out to Barry. Shout out to Barry in the story I was telling before. I hope you get to see your son soon, Barry. Much love from the Chaos crew to you, Barry. I'll get back to you, Barry. If you're my age, you'll remember that ad.
No one else compares to you.
The Chaos crew. One moment.
Realest crew.
Sorry, that's my favourite bit.
You see it unfold, but through the dark, your light breaks through. Ain't no love like the chaos crew. You've been here since day one, holding me down. From nothing to something, we built this ground. I say it loud, I say it proud. Chaos crew, you wear that crown. Shout out to the chaos crew. The best on YouTube is true. We keep this whole thing real. Every word, every view. From the heart, yeah, it's got you. I'm grateful every time I do what I do. No one else compares to you. The chaos crew, the realest crew. We don't fake it, we just make it. 'Cause the truth can no one break it. You're the reason the flame still burns. Every click, every watch, every lesson learned. So here's my love, my thanks, my tune. From Biff to the chaos crew. You're more than fans, you're a part of the main. Together we ride through the chaos and pain. Shout out to the chaos crew. The best on YouTube is true. You keep this whole thing real. Every word, every view. From the heart, yeah, it's got you. I'm grateful every time I do what I do. I've been running from shadows since I was a kid. No one ever listened, no one ever did. Silence my pain, made me feel small, but I learned to stand up, even when I'd fall. I grew up in a house where the doors stayed locked. Voices got loud, but my voice got lost. Scared of the dark, scared of the light, trying to learn wrong from right every night. No hand to hold, no map, no sign. I had to carve out.
I'll show you a trick.
When the truth hit me,
What?
like a freight train's roar. The world ain't the dream that they sold me before. I was just a boy with a broken plan, trying to be a man with no helping hand.
You know every song that I play here on my lives that I wrote myself. Every single song. So, there are songs that are older than others. This is one of my oldest ones. Stop that. Oi, JD, did you drop another bomb?
Grew up with a silence
Was louder than the screams.
no one ever listened. Just a kid with broken dreams.
Chaos
on the corner and the streets run.
Alright. If anyone owns a car and they own an iPhone, you should own one of these. I will just say less. It's called a mag tag. It's called a mag tag for a specific reason. But anyway, you can hide this anywhere in your car. Now, I don't know if you guys know, but if you own a VF Commodore, it is the most stolen car worldwide. VF Commodore. Now, I don't own a VF Commodore, but these fuckers are very cheap compared to your car. And you can stash as many of these as you want in your car. Mag tag. This is not a paid promotion. This is just me saying be smart. People are out there stealing cars. Oh yeah! What about this fucking guy last night at fucking McDonald's? My God. I'm just going to tell this quick story and then I'll jump off. So after the live last night, we had decided that we were going to go live. We were going to go live after we went live. We were going to go to McDonald's because it was just up the road. And we're going to get something to eat. I also said, I'll chuck a couple of bucks in the pokies for us both. Let's go. Anyway, on the way back, we stop in at Macca's. I said the story. Oh, excuse me. Blah, blah, blah. But I think it's quite funny because I think me and the person he asked me if I was, look, we couldn't look any different, to be honest. So anyway, I'm there. I'm on the machine at Macca's and I'm ordering. You know how they've got the fucking screens there. You can order your meals on them now. Anyway, it never used to be like that when I was a fucking... Well, anyway, jail made things change. So anyway, I'm ordering and I noticed there's this dude leaning against the front counter like where you would usually pay fucking 10 years ago, where the cash register is. Anyway, there's this guy sitting there and he's just looking straight at me. And I'm there with my son. Now, you guys know that Ryder's a big... He is a big motherfucker, yeah? There's no two ways about it. Ryder is heavier than me in weight and doesn't have a veranda over the tool shed like me. It's all just... He's a big boy. Anyway, I fancy myself immensely. Apparently, wait. Apparently, a painter got his car stolen. Where did my van go? Oh fuck! Oh bro, I swear you drop in every live with a banging joke. I swear to God. Anyway, so I noticed this guy staring at me, right? And I'm already so I'd already had 4 9% Hyaketsus, right? But they're the size of like small Red Bull cans, yeah? They're tiny. So I'm already 4 drinks down there, 1 drink at the pokies, and so I'm happy. I'm a happy man. I am the happiest man in Melbourne right now. And then we go to McDonald's, and that changes really quickly. And so anyway, I noticed this guy with his back to the counter, so he's looking straight at me on the machine, and I'm there with my son, right? Now this guy walks straight over to me, quite clear that he's already picked up his meal. He's got a fucking bag and a drink in his hand, right? Now he kept putting this bag and his drink down and checking to see something in his pocket. I don't know, but I've carried things in my pocket before, and I know what pocket checking looks like, and that's what it looks like. So anyway, I'm standing here at the machine getting the meal. Ryder's sitting over like literally 3 meters away at the chairs where you sit down and wait for your meal, right? And so I glance over at Ryder, and Ryder's trying to get my attention as if to say, be careful of this dude, Dad. Like, and I was all over it. Like, I swear to God, the moment I walked in, I swear, if you look like me, I don't even give a fucking shit. I don't care. I'm paying attention to everything you do when you are in a place where I am. Anyway, I spotted him the moment I walked in. And so anyway, making my order, I look over at Ryder. Ryder's looked at me and going, be careful. You know, we have signs. We're Hughes's, and we go out in public, so we have signs. So anyway, he let me know that someone was being suspect, and I was like, let him know that I'm already on top of it. Don't worry. And so, like, I'm looking at this guy, right? And this guy's looking me dead in my eyes. And I'm telling you, it's few and far between when we're in public that if you look me dead in the eyes, I swear to God, my eyes change colour, and I literally, you will see the reality coming out of my fucking pupils. I swear to God, I just have that in me. And anyway, so this guy's staring at me from the counter, looking straight at me. I can clearly see he has already picked up his meal. Why haven't you left? Now, this is a McDonald's on a very main Melbourne street, I will say. So anyway, you know, my boys tried to give me the heads up, like, oi, this dude's been sus as, and I was like, don't worry, I'm all over it. And so, like, I remember, like, I was like paying for my meal. I'd already paid for my meal, yeah, and I was like, I'm just gonna fucking pretend that I'm still like ordering something that I'd already paid. I already scanned, because the night before we went to the same McDonald's, and the rude fucking lady that served me had the audacity to ask me what was in that order. And I literally just sat her and watched her serve 15 people before me and not ask them what she asked me. And I said, straight away, as soon as she said, what did you order? I said, McDonald's, Einstein. And she said, no, I mean, like, what was your order? I said, McDonald's. I said, my concern is why I am the only person who's been waiting here for the last 15 minutes for my meal, because that's how long it took, that you have asked what is in my meal. 100% giving me the vibes that you think that I am here to steal someone's meal. And I can't tell you how much that makes me angry. But anyway, that happened the night before in the same Macca's. And so I'm back there the next night. And so I've already ordered my meal and I scanned the QR code because the night before they basically called me a thief and I was almost ready to headbutt the McDonald's worker. So I'll very much easily end up in fucking prison again. So anyway, I'm there. I've already scanned my QR code and I'm ordering other meals again that I have no intention of buying. And this guy literally walks straight up to me, right? Straight past the fucking ordering machine on his line of the fucking line and walks straight between two machines and walks straight up to me, looks me straight in the face and says, you can't fight fate? And I'm like, what? And he goes, you're YouTube. He goes, you can't fight fate, yeah? I'm like, oi, brother. I go, the bloke that runs Can't Fight Fate is a lebo. He's got a beard like fucking this, like the dude from the Redheads fucking Matches fucking box, but black. I go, bro, I respect Moody, whatever, do you know what I mean? But I do not fucking look like Moody. So I said to this guy, I'm the Chaos Chronicles, bro. And he's like, oh, that's what I meant. And I was like, oh yeah, sweet as. Now, mind you, this guy's on his phone the whole time and he's looking directly straight across behind me at Southern Cross Station, right? And so in my head, I'm thinking, I'm an ex-bikie. This guy is actually about to fucking knock me. It actually got very dangerous for that guy at that time. I actually called Ryder over. We've got signs, like I said. I was like, fucking... And he was like, boof, straight to me. And then fucking... Now, keep in mind, my favourite auntie is deaf. So, I know a little bit of sign, I will say. Anyway, we've got signs, me and my son. So, anyway, I was like, bang, fucking... Do you know what I mean? And so he came straight over and I was like, listen... This guy here is being sus as fuck. And then my son Ryder's like, oi, Dad. He's like, yes. He goes, yes. And so he kept walking up very close to me, right? And I am very much a personal space kind of guy. And so I'm also not scared of jail. Now, I also have tools in my belt that I've never had before. So my consequential thinking skills are immense, but my protection thinking skills are gonna overrun any type of... Oh, I don't think we're using you anymore. Yeah, anyway, long story short, I'm going to tell this story and then I'm going to dart off. So anyway, like it got to a point where I literally had said to my son, like, once you get the order, you walk out, I'm going to walk out behind you. And if this guy is walking behind, because like, I can't even tell you, like, I ordered my meal, the guy was right there. I went and sat down. The guy literally, I'm sitting down and there's like 4 seats there, right? And the guy came up and stand. Me and Ryder are sitting in the 2 seats side by side. He literally came and stood right there, right? And like I'm thinking, and the whole time fidgeting in his pockets, right? And so I come from a life where I notice things that people don't notice. I also noticed that this guy was so fucking cracked off his head and was like, please try something. Anyway, respectfully. So I said to my son, I said, I swear to God, if we walk out of here and this guy is still hot on my tail, I'm going to end that right then and there. I said, I feel threatened right now. And so my son is actually relaying back to me. And my son is very careful what he says to me in those scenarios because he doesn't want me to go back to prison, yeah? But he did say, he's like, Dad, like, oi, be careful. This guy is acting really, really sus. And like in my previous life, I used to carry things. Like I wouldn't have even cared. I've got bullets with wings tattooed on them, on me for a reason. Because it's alleged that I always used to let them fly. But you know what I mean? This person should thank his lucky stars that it wasn't Biff 1.0, not Biff 2.5.0, like an iPhone. Yeah, and I actually used the tools in my belt, but I swear, I said to my son, if we walk out of here and this guy is still, when we get to the corner away from the cameras, if this guy is still hot on my tails, he's not going to be on hot on my tails anymore. And my son 100% knew what I was talking about. Didn't know exactly how I was going to do that, but he knew that I meant business. And I was like, this guy is overstepping boundaries right now. And I remember I got to the light, I pushed the thing, and I remember seeing this guy right here in my peripheral, right? And I was like I didn't even say anything to my son. I was like, fuck. Literally, the hotel was literally less than 100 meters away. And I was like thinking in my head, this guy doesn't know where I'm staying. Let's just hope that he lets me walk 100 meters before something bad has to happen. And I remember when we got to the lights and I pushed the fucking button and it was like, doot, doot, doot. And I'm watching in my periphery, but I'm also looking like I have been through a lot, yeah, and I can tell you a lot has taught me a lot. So I was also, when it's dark, windows become mirrors, yeah? There's no other way to put that. So anyway, I'm looking straight across the intersection, a little bit to the left, and I'm having a look at the window, and I can see that the guy is standing right there behind me, right? I sensed it. I seen him. I seen his shoes. I didn't need to turn around. If one thing you learn in shoes, one thing you learn in prison is what people wear on their feet. Because I can tell you, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what someone's got wrapped around their head when they come in and stab you. They're 95% of the time always wearing the same thing on their feet. And so if one thing taught me one thing, it was that always have a look at the shoes. And so I remember I looked across and I looked straight at the window, which was like straight across two lanes of traffic. So 4 lanes of traffic, and I could see this guy was standing right there. And I remember, like, my poor son, bless his cotton socks, was actually like kicking my feet because he knew exactly what I was doing. I was all over it. And like I said, this guy was cracked off his head. And I'm telling you, if one thing I've learnt in my life is that a person who can defend themselves, who is straight, is always going to win against someone who is cracked. Now, I know people are going to think like, no, that's not true. I seen a crackhead beat to death his mum with a potato. Like, yeah, that's true. That shit happens, but I'm different. I'm not a mum. And I don't like potato. But anyway, I remember looking, I seen him like doing certain jaw movements. And I remember, like, to me, he was putting his hands in his pockets as if he was grabbing for something, right? And I remember thinking, I mean, there's only two ways this is going to go. I remember thinking, if this was me and I was about to carry out a fucking something on someone, that it would have already been done. So I was like, I have nothing to worry about that, because that threshold was already well and done. But anyway, it was still going on. And so the lights going, doot, 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 doot. And I gleam over at my son and I give him the look, and I was like, straight up, if we get to the other side of the road and this dude is still right on my fucking six, it's good night, Irene, for crack domino. And so, as much as I love fucking Dynamo and all those fucking magicians, but like, this guy was like David Scattered Bra, or fucking fucking anyway, fucking not Dynamo, but Trinaho. Anyway, I just remember thinking that I knew, even in my position in life with my medical condition not being as tough as I used to be, I already knew that it didn't even matter what way I swung on this guy, left or right, like pivoting my waist and keeping my fucking feet doing this. I swear to God, there's no surviving that. And then, I swear, this is what happened. The light's going, boop, 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 boop. I look over at my son. My son's heart's racing because he knows exactly the potential of how this could end, yeah? And so I look at my son's eyes. My son's eyes, absolute fucking... Oi, Gunny, good night, mate. Don't worry, I'm jumping off in a minute. But anyway, this is what happened. So the light goes, and it's walking time. And keep in mind, I'm looking in this fucking window the whole time. So I've got my eye on this guy. So we got to the middle of the road, and I was like, all right, fuck it, it's on. As soon as we get to the other side of the road, it's on. And because like my mind just goes to like, I've had multiple contracts out of my life, and that's where my brain goes every single time. When something suspect happens, I think someone's been paid to kill me again. And yeah, so that's where my mind was going. And this guy, like, later on, myself and my son spoke about it, and I said, like, listen, it wasn't just Dad's paranoia. Yeah, I go, this guy was being like really close to me, and I go, he was playing in his pockets and stuff. And Ryder's like, Dad, he's like, I actually am surprised that you lasted that long before you said to me, if this guy is still there at the end of the road. Now keep in mind, this dude had 15 metres to go before he realised that it was goodnight Irene. And then he turned straight up towards the fucking tram. And I was like, oh, mate, you cannot write this shit, I swear to God. Like, I swear, the whole time, right? And I learnt very young that if you punch someone in the face and you've got a fucking Bic lighter in your hand, I swear, it is like you are holding 100 pounds of concrete in your hand. Believe me when I say that. If you are a domestic violence victim woman and you want to fucking smash your no, I can't say that. If you want to smash your front light, I mean, if you want to defend yourself, I swear to God, get yourself a couple of large big lighters, chuck one of them in each hand at every time when things go, and I promise you, the amount of force difference that a big lighter has in your hand. Anyway, that's where I was. I had a big lighter in each hand. I'm walking, I'm already past the fucking tram stop line, and I'm like, literally 4 meters away from the fucking end line where I'm like, this is it. I've got my son with me. This guy's followed me this far. He's pretty much tried to show me that he's had a shank on him the whole time, or a gun, one of the two. Like, whatever it was he had on him, he really wanted me to know that he had it on him, and I was really wanted to let him to know that I didn't care. But anyway, legends, like, listen, I'll tell you what, I know it looks crazy, like, but I've been doing this all night with the one eye. I don't know what's going on. I can't get, like, anyway, I can only say so much. I've just got my license back. So I will be on for another 3 minutes, legends. So thank you, legends. Another awesome live. As always, I literally said I was jumping off an hour and a half ago. It's how much I love you, legends. I swear, to be a camera on the wall, and who knows, that might even be something that happens very near in the future. I'm talking, people keep asking me for SRL lives. IRL lives, SRL lives. I was just thinking of SNL, Saturday Night Live. That's where my head went. Anyway, that is something that is definitely happening in the future. We will be doing IRL lives. Weekends, that's what you can look forward to when we go live. I will be live somewhere in a major city interacting with humanity. Oi. Jay. Dank memes. Don't take any offense to what I said before, but obviously you understand where the position I'm coming from. When literally the last time we seen each other, the distance between the Marinda Park train station and the Cranbourne train station was the difference between life and death for someone. And like, forgive me for being concerned. It might have happened 25 years ago, but when I was a bikie, to say that I didn't have people that were trying to kill me that I knew at the start of my bikie career that were trying to kill me at the end of it, that would be a lie. If I told you that that didn't happen. People try to kill people. That's just what happens in that world. People. Alright, we've got fucking a minute left. 2 minutes, I think it said. I know people are reading that right now going, Biff, your maths is really fucked up. I knew exactly how long it says. I just wanted you guys to have longer. And you know what? I actually love this song. It's on Spotify right now. It's one of my proudest achievements. And as a matter of fact, I said this last live, that if you guys were to let me do this on karaoke, that I would kill it. I would absolutely kill it. I rate myself a little bit in this song. A little bit. You didn't see me when I wasn't sober. Scratch marks on the wall, but it wasn't over. Never seen the gas bottle, got a fork, holes in the walls. Your voices making choices. I was seeing ghosts in the walls. Sirens running, addition crying. deals, constantly crying. I don't even know who I am anymore. More drinks, bad pills, lost friends. Why the fuck do I even care for? I'm still the one you once cherished. Memories are all we have, 'cause all the photos have perished. I wake up past 6 and I'm off with the pills 'cause they take away my pain. But I'm chugging down with the hard stuff, kinda out of my own lane. Out of my own lane. Out of my own lane. Nailed it. Nailed it. Nailed it. Addiction stronger than love some days. It rips me apart, yeah, it makes me cry in the dark. I wanna numb it all and watch you break, but I still see your face when the heart starts to fade. Alright, I'm out of here. Fucking hell. Louder than you on the phone, baby, you still look at me like I'm that man. Next thing you know, I'll be fucking, oh God knows. Gets to this point of night, anything can happen. I see the tears you hide when I relapse again. You say I love you, but I'm drowning in the pain. Why can't I pick you over this numb escape? It kills me knowing I'm the reason that you wait. Fucked up, talked down, stood down for another round to try to hold me close, but I'm already on the ground. And Mr. Only the one who didn't need to hide. Now I'm just a ghost in the walls you walk by. I hate myself for what I'm doing. Right, quickly before I go, you ready? You ready? The world's too much. You deserve better than these empty promises, but I can't let you go. I'd rather overdose on this. Please don't walk away. I'm too high to see your face. Every pill I take just puts another crack in our plate. My own lane can't steer this shit straight. You love right here, but the demons won't wait. Addiction's stronger than our love some days. It rips me apart, yeah, it makes me cry in the dark. I'd rather numb it all than watch you break, but I still see your face when the heart starts to fade. Out of my own lane, trying to crawl back home, but the bottle calls louder than you on the phone. Oh, hang on, wait. Still the one you once cherished, but addiction's stronger sometimes, and it makes me cry out of my own lane. Oh, he's a magician, this guy. No. Alright, legends, I am out of here. It seems I may have consumed a little bit too much alcoholic beverage, but I mean, it's all in good taste at the end of the day. Also, can I just say this before we go? I know there's so many people, right? So literally in the last fucking 4 days, I swear to God, the ghost hunting requests have been crazy. So just know that all of my equipment is right beside me, ready to go at all times. And we're about to take off down that road. Now, can I just say this? Oh, fuck, no wonder that doesn't work. Anyway. Hey, can I say this? All right. I've got 4 gimbals. Does anyone want a gimbal? So, hear me out here. Like, these things are not fucking, like, you can use these, right? I just needed to use, you can't do tracking on these. That's about it. But you can have a 100% fucking steady, I'll show you, ready? Oh yeah, that noise is letting you know that it hasn't been calibrated yet. Actually, nah, I can't do that. But anyway, who's a YouTuber that I like? I mean, I've got to think hard about that. A YouTuber that I like. My inner self says to my outer self, are you talking about a Victorian YouTuber in particular? And then my inner self says, yeah. Then the answer to that is no. I can't think of one. I mean, it'd be funny, right? Do you know, like, my YouTube name is The Chaos Chronicles. It would be absolutely funny if anyone was able to, like, chronicles is like the word. Like, any type of YouTubers, like, I'm not talking about anyone in particular, I'm just saying, if you were able to chronicle the last 12 months of any Victorian YouTuber's page that I might be talking about, it'd be quite funny to see the change. Can I just say I love the way I get my hair cut, I love the way I talk, I love the way of everything. But here's the truth. Ghost hunting, coming up legends. Actually, wait. Give me a moment. Speaking of flat earths, here we are. Oh. Unopened. I'll tell you how good I'm good at this shit. You ready? Yeah! I swear to God, it used to make people cringe when I used to open Pokemon cards. What? Did you say you had a fucking box of original Pokemon cards? No, I don't have a box of original. Why do I feel... Oh, look, I could have got worse. Miraidon's not too bad. First card pick. Whatever. Oi, Clobberpuss. Clobberpuss is a Coco. Not bad. That's actually probably paid for the packet. Oi, I got fucking Quaxley. Oi. And if you guys notice there, Quaxley's wearing a Wario cap. And if you guys know, Wario is the bad guy on Mario. Oi, people are sitting here right now going, oi bro, I dead set fucking join to watch like fucking 100% prison content, bro. Like stabby, fucking shank sandwich type shit. Yeah, but you didn't think you were gonna see this on your fucking live, did you? Seriously. Oi. Oi. Oh, look, listen, at this point, I feel like, oi, Co-Protect 40 on Maradon is not too bad. It's actually a fucking 140, so whatever. I don't care. Where did we go? We got to Quaxley and then Casper Kid. Did we get to Casper Kid? No, then we got Man Key. Or you can Duo Creeps is live. Oi! Fucking him just alright, hear me out. Wait. I feel like I can do this. Wait. Fuck. I think I had to do it before the live. Oh. Wait. There's more shit down here. There's heaps of buttons. I don't know what they do. I don't ever press them. Oi. Vandal. Oi, fuck. Oi, Creep. Creep, if you're live, send me an invite.